Good afternoon, everyone. I am Mohammad Mominur Rahman, PhD candidate, Hamad bin Khalifa University. The title of my paper is Unraveling Fear, Cultivating Awareness, a research proposal for alleviating AI concern and guiding ethical adaptation. Today, I'm going to talk about the fear of artificial intelligence, but first, let's acknowledge its benefit. AI brings many benefits by combining technologies like machine learning, speech recognitions, and visions. These tools helps AI understanding data, process human language, and perform tasks more efficiently. As a result, AI makes our daily life easier. Some examples are that it can help doctor diagnose disease more accurately, make our daily life easier through a smart assistant, and even drive cars to reduce accidents. This advantage shows how AI can make our life better. However, along with this benefit, these are some risks that people are concerned. Many people are worried that AI could take over jobs that humans do. For example, self-driving car might replace taxi and truck drivers, and customer service bot might replace call center worker. While AI can make these tasks more efficient, it also means some people could lose their jobs. This is a big concern for many, and we need to think about how to help those who might be affected. Another major worries is about privacy. AI systems often use a lot of personal data to learn and make decisions. People are concerned that their personal information might not be safe and could be stolen or misused. For example, if an AI knows your shopping habit or health information, what happens if that data fall into the wrong hands? This makes many people uneasy, and they want a strong rules to protect their privacy. People are also concerned about bias in AI. AI systems learn from data, and if the data is biased, the AI can make unfair decisions. For example, an AI system used for hiring might favor certain group of people over others based on race or gender. This can lead to discriminations, which is why many people worry about how fair AI systems are. This is also the risk of becoming too dependent on AI. If we rely on much on AI to make decision for us, we might lose our own decision making skill. For example, if we always use GPS to find our way, we might forget how to navigate without it. People are concerned that we might lose important skill if we rely too much on AI. Finally, there are security risks. AI system can be hacked or used in harmful ways. For example, hacker could take control or self-driving cars or use AI to create fake news that is spread quickly. This makes people worry about how safe AI systems really are. There is a lot of risks. I'm not going to talk about that here. In conclusion, while AI have many benefits, it also comes with risks that we need to manage carefully. Now I discuss some key factors derived from a comprehensive literature review that significantly influence how we perceive the risks associated with AI. Research shows that the media has a big impact on how we view AI. The way I talk about whether in news, movies, or headlines can make us feel excited or scared. If the media focuses on a scary, dystopian stories, people can become more anxious and distrustful. But if the media gives balanced, clear information, it can help us understanding both the good and the bad of AI. It is important that journalism helps information rather than scare us. Next is trust. A study shows that trust or a lack of it in the people and companies behind AI is a huge factor in how we see its risks. If people believe that AI is being created by honest, transparent organization, they feel less worried. But if they are concerned about privacy, ethics, or hidden agendas, trust falls, worries grows. Building trust through openness and ethical practice is key to moving forward with AI. Another important factor is how much we know about technology. Research consistently find that the more we understand AI, uh, the better we can judge its risks. When people don't know much about AI, they often feel more afraid and uncertain. Teaching people about how AI works, its limits, and what it can do can help them feel more confident. It's our job to make sure everyone has access to this knowledge so they can make informed choices. There are the ethical concerns. Study shows that AI brings up a lot of ethical concerns, like whether algorithms are biased or if AI could be misused for things like surveillance. These ethical issues strongly influence how risky AI seems to us. If people think AI goes against their values, they are more likely to see it is as dangerous. Addressing these ethical concerns through clear guidance and open conversation is vital to ensure AI align with what society values. Psychological factors also play a big role. Research highlighted that our personality trait, like how open we are to new things, how much risk we are comfortable with, and our anxiety level affect how we see AI risks. Some people view AI as a sign of progress, while others may feel uneasy or scared. Understanding the psychological factor can help us communicate better and address people concern in many effective ways. Socio-demographic factors are also important. Study shows that age, gender, educations, and cultural background all influence how we see AI. For instance, young people who grew up with technology might feel more comfortable with AI than older peoples. Cultural attitude toward technology also vary, affect how risks are perceived. It is important to recognize these differences so we can address the diverse concerns of different groups. Lastly, the regulatory environment is the key factor also. The research shows that the having a strong rules and ethical guidance can reassure people that AI is being developed and used safely. On the other hand, if people think there are not enough rules or oversight, their fear and concern can grow. Policymakers need to work together with technologists, ethics, and the public to create rules that ensure AI use responsibly. What is inclusion theory? Inoculation theory is the psychological idea that helps people resist persuasions, like a vaccine introduce a small weakened virus to build immunity. This theory exposes people to weak argument first, so they can better handle a strong argument later. For an example, in health communications, anti-smoking campaign use this theory by presenting weak justification for smoking, such as smoking help me relax, and then countering with a strong information about health risks and benefit of quitting. This help people resist a stronger pro-smoking message. Another example is vaccine campaign it is used this theory by showing weak argument against vaccines, like vaccine can use minor side effect and then provide evidence of their safety and effectiveness. This prepare people to counter a strong anti-vaccine argument they might face later. Another example in social issue, which is misinformation. Campaigns show weak misinformations like this issue is exaggerated and then provide the real fact. This help people spot and resist false informations. Well, to date, no study has fully explored how inclusion theory can help reduce fears and address ethical issues related to AI adaptation. Our research seeks to fill this gap by addressing several key questions. First, we want to know how do people perceptions of AI risks affect their view on ethical of these technologies. Second, we're investigating how does inclusion theory help shape how people perceive the risks of adopting AI. We will explore whether this approach can effectively lessen fear about AI. Third, we are asking what effect does inclusion theory have on addressing ethical concern in AI? We aim to understand if this theory can help resolve issues related to morality of AI use. Fourth, we will examine how do personal traits like personality and prior knowledge about AI affect how well inclusion theory works in managing AI risks and ethical concern. Finally, we are interested in how do cultural difference impact the effectiveness of inclusion theory in various regions. We want to see if this theory works differently depending on where people are from. Move on to the next slide. Well, our first objective, conduct an in-depth review of existing literature on AI adaptation. We'll explore the perceived risks, ethical consideration, and the application of inclusion theory. This will help us identify factors that influence how people view AI, including their attitude and concern. We'll draw insight from psychology, communication, technology adaptation, and ethics. Next, we will examine how fear of AI people's overall attitude and acceptance of these technologies. This involves studying how fear interact with perceptions of risks and benefit, how personality traits influence AI. Finally, we will compare the intensity and nature of AI-related fears between respondents from the UK and GCC. We aim to understand how cultural values and social context shape these participants. For our research, we will conduct survey in both English and Arabic using SurveyMonkey and online survey platform. Participant will be recruited through TGM Research, which has survey panel in 130 countries, 130 countries, including the UK and GCC Arab countries. In the UK, participants must be 18 or older, familiar with the AI, and have real life experience with AI. They should also be culturally British and speak English as their native language. Similarly, for the Arab GCC countries, participants must also be 18 or older, familiar with the AI, and have real life experience. They should be culturally Arab and speak Arabic as their native language. This figure shows us the method of our inclusions theory. It has three phases. First is pre-inclusions. Participants will fill out a questionnaires about their initial view of AI and their concerns. This will help us understanding their starting attitude and worries about AI. Second phase, inclusions. In here, we'll explore participant to various scenarios designed to address common fears about AI and highlight its benefits. There are the three groups. First one is positive AI application. Participants will see examples of AI improving things like healthcare, education, and the environment. Counter argument to fears, which is second group, will present common concern about AI like job loss and privacy issues and provide a strong counter argument to these fears. Third group is transparency and accountability. Participants will learn about how AI can be transparent and accountable with real world example of ethical practice and regulatory measures. The another group is the control group will only receive neutral information not related to this concern. Third phase is the post inclusions. A few days after the inclusions phase, all participants will complete the same questionnaire again. We'll compare this response to see if their attitude and perceptions about AI have changed or not. Well, through these steps, our study aims to show how inoculation theory can help reduce fear and address ethical concern about AI. For that purpose, we have a several survey questions. This table shows that questions and their range responses skills. Uh, First, we ask the demographic information, then trust, propensity, well-being, perceived risk, perceived benefit, ethical implication, big five inventory, and locus of control, need for cognition, faith in intuitions, attitude toward AI skills. Finally, the conspiracy beliefs. This survey is designed to give us a detailed understanding of perceptions and attitude toward AI. Well, this is the evaluation plans, where description is statistics and some of the statistics tests will be done with the research questions. For the first research questions, we will use t-test and ANOVA to compare group means for continuous data and the chi-square test for categorical data. For the research question two, multiple regression analysis will help us understanding how trust, risks, and benefit predict AI adaptation. For the third research question, we will use correlation and hierarchical regressions. to explore how personal trait affect attitude toward it. For the fourth research question, peer test will compare pre and post intervention changes in perceived risk and attitude. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this research tackled the challenge of overcoming public fear and ethical concern about it. By applying inclusion theory, we aim to develop strategies that might this concern and promote responsible AI adaptation. Our finding will not only the advance academic understanding, but also get policymaker and developer in fostering trust and ensuring ethical integrations of AI technologies. Thank you. Now it's your time to ask if you have any question or need more information about my method or how our research can be applied. Please feel free to ask.